Be in the XP range for a little while longer with the living armor helping him up with his tankiness and survivability. And of course just keeping the towers alive, because so far Virtus.Pro with the Kanka and Shadow Demon, those two heroes, they actually aren't too strong of a pushers. And TCN banning out now the OD, which would make me think that they are probably going to go for something like the Storm Spirit themselves. Maybe even a Puck of sorts, just some hero that doesn't want to get dominated mid lane.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Do you hear me fine? Or...
I hear you fine.
Okay, oh thank God. Okay, OBS just not recognizing any of my audio devices. Sorry about that, everybody. About that bit of confusion there. Didn't really see the draft as easily as you could have while I was toggling back and forth. But
5 seconds
sounds
remaining.
like Couture covered it just fine so far. And yeah, these heroes. I see a lot of action-packed heroes here. Lots of early fighting potential, especially with the Centaur, Mirana, and Kunkka Boat's always fun to watch from the get-go.
It most certainly is. And well, TCN
Radiant team.
at the moment, the Wraith King, do you think it's actually going to be a support or carry one?
Well, with the I want to say it as a support, but I think that's where it's a little bit strongest. But I mean, they could really put it anywhere. That's the strength of Wraith King and Mirana, is that you can really line them up wherever you want to. And yeah, they can take a carry, they can take a support here, they can take anything they want to. I think it's a little bit better as a support here, but we'll have to see.
I think it most likely will be a support, and it's actually pretty decent against like the fighting heroes like the Kanka, so the Wraith King can just throw himself at the enemies and not care about dying at least once. And even if he dies twice as well, he's still just only a support, but the Reincarnation Slow already probably will do quite a lot for them.
Yeah, I think it could work as a carry as well. The big issue with carry Wraith King is your ability to stick onto heroes, but they have a Centaur to lead in, so you already have one pretty good stun, Blink Initiate, to allow you to get in the middle and start actually getting a couple of right clicks off, and Mirana Arrow helps out with that as well. Not to the same extent because it's not the AoE disable, but still pretty damn good. But we'll have to see where they do decide to put it, as we see the Nature's Prophet on the side of VP, so
5 seconds remaining.
There's some sort of disruption gank. Nature's Prophet can always TP into it and help out wherever that ends up. We see Disruptors.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, Disruptor is really nice against Nature's Prophet. Just send him back to whatever hole he came up from.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's pretty nice as well if the Shadow Demon goes for a defensive disruption on somebody. The Disruptor can just set up the kinetic field quite easily, maybe even the static storm.
Yeah.
And of course, just a glimpse for just catching any enemy hero off guard, pretty much.
Yeah, they definitely have the potential for that. And VP, they pick up a Shadow Shaman, so in addition to the Nature's Prophet, this allows them to push some lanes without necessarily having to take a team fight at that position. So while Kunkka and Shadow Demon are off, distracting, being annoying, Shadow Shaman or Nature's Prophet can be somewhere else, taking a tower or two with just the global presence of Prophet and the Shadow Shaman wards anytime they're off cooldown. So Cede.Nullis, TCN sees this as well, and they ban out a strong pushing mid hero in the Dragon Knight, so they must think this is a... Well, no, never mind. So yeah, they could get any carry they really want to here, but DK would have been an additional pushing hero to go with the Prophet and Shaman.
Yeah, the Dragon Knight would have been really good for the fact that most Dragon Knights, I think like at least 90% go for a BKB at one point in time. And against TCN's current lineup, the BKB definitely is a must, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a lot to dodge if there's a BKB, Wraith King stun, there's a lot of disruptor stuff until he gets an Aghanims, which is who knows when, if ever, in the game, Centaur Mirana as well. So yeah, BKB would be pretty much necessary as VP bans out the Enigma, so they don't want to let TCN get any sort of wombo combo with the Disruptor on top of the Black Hole, so it's hard to hit that sometimes, but it would have been pretty disruptive if they do manage to land it. But they go for a different one, they go for the Magnus, so big team
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, the Magnus actually makes me think that the Wraith King... Oh my god! A Necrolite, or Necrophos that it now is.
This is one of those heroes that we almost never see. I think the last time I saw it was also Illidan, actually, to be perfectly honest. But, I mean, this is a team that wants to push and they want to fight. You don't pick Necrolite if that's not in your plan. Farm up a quick mech and just don't stop pushing, because you have pretty much infinite sustain off the back of this hero. Necrolite just... No one has quite as much heal potential as this, it seems, at times. Dazzle gets close. Chen also helps out quite a bit, but...
Well, we will just have to see how well that works, and with Magnus, of course, being the last pickup for TCN, I guess the Wraith King is going to be a support one after all, but if the Wraith King, like, gets a decent enough start as far as supports go, with the Empower, he can actually transition into some damage as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's... God, Necrolite, a 6-slot Necrolite's just a pain in the ass to deal with. He just has infinite mana. He gets a kill on anything. You can't kill the damn guy. He has a mech for even more sustain. Get like a Bloodstone or something on top of that. This hero literally doesn't die. It looks like we're going to have a remake, apparently. The server is not agreeing with us. So, yeah, looks like that'll be the what we're going for here. So, well, a little bit of a delay while we figured this out, but...
It usually doesn't take all that long, just all pick and go. Hopefully just the second server will actually be fine.
Okay, so we seem to have made it into the game. Hopefully the pings aren't terribly high this time around, and everyone is connected for once, so let us just hope and pray that this is the end of our issues. So it's just be an all-pick remake, so we'll see the teams pick up their heroes, and then we should be getting right on into it.
Yeah, it's about 45 seconds left. I mean, I think it waits for the timer to end, even if everybody picks their heroes. I'm not 100% certain. I think that's how it usually goes down.
Yep,
but still, Necrophos pick, man. I think it's the first I've actually casted.
It's one of the... It's probably up there in like the top 5 least played heroes in Katniss mode. And the thing is, it's been around a fair bit too. It's just this hero has... You have to build a lineup around him, it feels like. You have to fight almost constantly. He does not have pretty much any late game carry potential, but he needs farm to really be able to do what he does best, like on a reliable basis. It's a tough hero to work in, so I'll have to see if VP can actually figure out how to do it. That's really the question with Necrophos, is can they actually make use of his utilities as a hero?
And do you think he's actually going to go for an Aghanim Scepter at some point in time?
Yeah, no, the buyback... Okay, I was watching Merlini stream. It's the only place I've actually seen this hero on this patch. The cooldown increase on the respawn timer is actually ridiculous at the end of the game. Adding on like 30% more time, that's like 30 seconds when you get later in the game. It's absolutely absurd. But we're going to go and introduce the teams now. On the side of Virtus.Pro, on the Sport Shadow Shaman, we have NS. On the... Oh, God. Nature's Prophet, we do have Arsart. Taking up the reins on the Shadow Demon will be Jodam. Kunkka going to be played by G in the mid lane. And last but not least, that carry Necrophos can be taken up by Illidan.
And for TCN, up on the dire side, Leon. Up on the Center Warrunner, heading on the safe lane. Arise, of course, mid lane with the Magnus. Leaving the tri lane to consist of Come With Me on the Brave King, Zizo on the Disruptor, and Freezer will be playing the Mirana. And they actually might catch somebody off guard, but no, it doesn't look like it. And Ness already has boost of speed on the Shadow Shaman as well. If he didn't, maybe would have been in range for the Brave Fire Blast. Because Shadow Shaman is actually one of the slowest supports, I think.
Yeah, he is ridiculously slow. He's one of my most played supports, and you feel like every time early on, you're just absolutely... God, you're up there with Crystal Maiden, and now even Star Spears almost feels just as slow too these days. But yeah, Shadow Shaman easy to kill if he gets caught out in his own. Now, well, NS is gonna run into Come With Me. Come With Me has a stun, but he has no teammates to back him up right here, so NS is just gonna right click him away and he's actually going for a casual shackle with 0 follow-up, but I guess that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought that actually Come With Me might have gone a bit too aggressive because 3 heroes could have come in, but I guess Necrophos can't really do too much on the first levels. If it had been like a Mirana for them with the shackles like that, that would have been an easy first. But oh, mid lane disruption.
First blood attempt. He should be able to get out of here just fine. Magnus is pretty tanky. He's gone for Empower level 1 though. I don't know how I feel about that. His escape potential can be very limited, but he does grab the skewer at level 2. But lucky that that first blood gank attempt wasn't more dangerous than it was. Otherwise, that Empower level 1 might have been a bit of an error. You don't usually see this as a mid Magnus, I don't think, with the Empower.
Yeah, I've seen it like a couple of times only, and pretty much every single time that they've gone greedy with the Empower first skill, there has been a gank for the first blood. So this time they did a small movement. I mean, I guess they were planning on the dual lane from the get-go anyway, but since the Shadow Demon came in a bit later, well, it might have been a first blood if both of them had been level 2 with the Soul Catcher as well as the Tidebringer extra damage, but of course, level 1, not too much burst. But oh, NS made his rotation mid as well. 3 versus 1. That's not fair.
I really want to shut down Arise. He is... Well, it looks like... I was going to say he isn't happy about it, but the chat says that he is, but... faking some skewers out, but... Yeah, he's going to kind of regret not having Shockwave for a little bit here, because he really can't farm this lane against 2 heroes, never mind 3. So Shadow Shaman's going to work his way top, but needs to be careful if the Shadow Demon does come back. Too many shadows in this game already. But once he gets Shockwave up to level 1 or 2, he can just spam waves down from a distance and get some last hits that way. So he should be okay given a couple levels in this lane.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about Magnus. It works similarly to a Dragon Knight, which just gets farmed with the Breed Fire as well. And as far as he stays a bit farther back, he should not get picked off by the Shadow Demon Kanka combination. It's still hard to stay alive, but I think he's going to be able to be just fine.
Dove, but they're not going to be able to land a stun on him. If they get a Wraithfire Blast there's an arrow to follow, and that's probably a dead Arsark. But he does manage to dodge out the gank, and they've actually rotated the Nature's Prophet down here to face the tri-lane instead, just dodging it with the Necrolite, really not wanting to put that kind of... doesn't really have any defensive abilities other than just kind of healing himself. They don't want Illidan fighting right now. They want him farming because he needs to get that either the mech up or whatever item they want him to go for as fast as possible.
Yeah, it's really smart as well by them, because if they didn't do the rotation, I mean, sure, the Nature's Prophet would get more farm and levels, but Nature's Prophet can get them anyway, because he just goes for a Midas. Once he gets the Wrath of Nature as well, he just somehow finds the gold anyway, which can't be said for a Necrophos, and like you said, he does need that farm badly.
I mean, if you pick a Necrophos, you have a plan around that hero. You cannot let him get shut down, because you can't... Otherwise, there's no reason to pick him. Pick someone who can find farm somewhere else. Like Nature's Prophet, he can go to the jungle. Necrolite can't. He doesn't have that mechanic. He can go, like, Death Pulse it twice and he's out of mana. So that's about all he's got going for him in the jungle. But he'll be just fine against the Centaur. So we'll have to see. Oh, there's smoke heading towards middle.
Yeah, they might catch Jotun actually. The Shadow Demon is just trying to angle around.
That's a really nice positioning by Jotun, just being there, able to reel the smoke before anything bad could happen. Even if he got gone on, he does have a disruption to follow, so...
Yeah, they want to go aggressive themselves. The Torrent will be off.
Well, and then the disruption with the Soul Catcher, but there's nothing to follow up on that. It's just like, well, okay. But Wraithfire Blast to fly. Can they actually pick anyone off here? Jotun does have a whole lot of health and they get Thunderstruck up. Can they actually catch him and do damage? Okay, oh, we see a Skewer in after the glimpse, and Jotun will be the first blood. Come with me on the run. Will he go down? Arsart is trying to give chase to him. Has vision. One more right click should do it. Come with me. Will go down to the Shadow Poison tick, actually. So it's a 1-for-1 so far. Arsart's not quite done yet. Zizu gets treed up, and an arrow hits him in the face. He's down, stunned for quite some time. Magnus and Disruptor should get this kill. Shockwave does clean it up, and at the end of the day, 2 kills the way of TCN, and they got the first blood as well. So pretty fun little fight there, but that was a hectic one. Everybody in the bottom 2 lanes came in to join that fight.
Yeah, the Nature Prophet just stuck around for too long. Went kind of greedy trying to kill off Disruptor. I mean, he only has his right clicks to work with, and there were no heroes actually close by to try to help. And of course, that 5-second arrow in the face suddenly. Definitely not working out for him. Oh, top lane, they're going for Leon though.
They need to get their stun off. They don't have Hex yet, but they do have Shackle. Shackle will go. Wraithfire Blast does interrupt the Shackle though, and Leon's a tanky son of a gun. Gets a double edge off and dies immediately afterwards because of that. Necrophos trying to do some work. Actually has that Status Aura from the kill, so he's actually regenerating mana quite quickly. He'll have another Death Pulse here in a second, and that should kill come with me. And it will, so... Well, if Necrolite gets a kill in a fight like that, suddenly he's back at pretty high health and mana, and he can keep on fighting. So that's a good strength of the hero right there. To get ahead in the fight, he just doesn't stop fighting.
Yeah, definitely if he gets a hero kill, the Sadist just gets him so much regen all of a sudden, both mana and health-wise. So you actually have to try to burst him down when it gets later into the game. Because if he gets already 1 kill, his regeneration is almost like an alchemist with the ultimate activated, so it's kind of scary to go up against that. And he has 1k gold already. The push is pretty damn strong as well with 3 points in Nature's Call.
They're trying to kill NS, but they don't quite catch him. But they do have Glimpse, which is a pretty good way to catch things. But now the Centaur is stuck on the high ground, and right now Zizu's trying to right-click down this Shadow Shaman. His Prophet kills the top tower. Shadow Shaman, oh, uphill miss. He will make it out.
And yet top lane they're fighting as well. Freezer completely out of mana, doesn't get the leap. Oh my god. They kill off Illidan at the very least, and now Arsark getting chased down. They have another Wraithfire Blast.
Rana coming in with no health, trying to help out here as well. We'll grab it. That Vampiric Aura. Gotta get that health up. But yeah, kills all over the map. But Nature's Prophet does get the first tower of the game as well. Did end up getting him a side for it, but they got a kill as well. So at the end of the day, PP probably feels pretty good about that trade in the top lane, getting that tower nice and early.
Yeah, it was pretty damn nice, and oh, with her eyes on the Magnus, having gloves of Ace, do you think it's gonna be Midas or
oh god. No, NSY. Oh, he thought he could burst down Freezer. Oh, but now Nature's Prophet's here as well. Arsar kind of abandoned him with an abandoned TP earlier. And there's no Wraithfire Blast. Can he actually catch up to Freezer? Freezer's on the run. She does have a leap in 15 seconds. That's quite some time away. But she has Phase Boots, and Arsart does not. So I don't see him catching this Mirana anytime soon. But we do have NS coming up as well. He's looking for revenge, and he gets it.
Well, that was his initial plan, to actually try to pick off the Mirana, since he, oh god, they're finding more.
It's not done yet. It's never going to be done. NS gets shockwaved up, gets the Thunder Strike as well. Skewered back as well, just to add insult to injury, and he will go down. Magnus picks up a couple of treads as well. And, well, this game, I mean, we can't take a breath and try to explain what's happening because the fights keep coming, but, well,
yeah, well, 11 kills, 7 minutes in, not bad for sure. And actually, Arise, he does like to go for power trades on the Magnus. I'm not too sure how I feel about that certain pickup. I mean, I just feel like, sure, it gives him maybe some carry potential with the Empower and the attack speed, but he just needs so much more mana. Even if the Blink Dagger has 0 mana cost now, still it would help out a great deal with having the mana boot, especially for his team, since the supports, they won't have them for quite some time at least now.
Yeah, it's true. And at least there are supports that will get them, so he doesn't necessarily have to. I think the treads are okay, as long as you're really smart about your tread switches and make sure you hit every single one. Attack speed will help out quite a little bit as well, but, well, with all the right-click, well, they have a Mirana. They don't have that, like, their late game isn't that brilliant unless the Skeleton King transitions into a carry. Mirana's a decent late game carry, but not brilliant. Bottom lane, arrow misses on Illidan. Not quite going to get him. Bit of a Moonlight Shadow attempt there, but not quite going to happen, but... Well, a little bit of that from Magnus will help out as he gets Soul Catcher
mid lane.
And the boat as well. He's taking a lot of damage. He'll go down, yeah. That Soul Catcher boat is... That's a lot of pain.
Yeah, he even had the Wrath of Nature just in case bouncing, and oh wow, Illidan just solo kills Freezer bottom lane as well.
He did not, I guess he just kind of forgot about the ultimate there, and Illidan manages to get it off, and Leon trying to actually go for the charge. Will get it, but the... Oh god, oh, but yeah, I want him to run and have Heartstopper Aura, just get that kill for him, but G gets a kill on Disruptor as well at the mid lane. Wraith King picks off the Shadow Demon too, and well, this guy's just, okay, 9-7 now. 2 for 2 there over that last couple of seconds, and I don't know, man. I just don't see either of these teams settling down. We have TCN, they have a tremendous fighting lineup. VP has a Necrolytes, they want to be constantly pushing. I don't think we're going to see this action stop anytime soon.
It sure does look like it, NG. I mean, come with me. He's a support Brave King, but once Kanka came close, he actually started man fighting. And come with me, he's level 8 compared to Kanka's level 7, so he's doing really well, to be honest. Has power treads, stout shield, and bracers with a magic wand.
Yeah, I mean, he's a support, but he looks like he's built right now like a poorly farmed carry. And 9.5 minutes in, he does not want to buy support items for his team, which, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what Wraith King's decently good at. You don't necessarily have to go for the support items, but... Well, we'll see how it handles itself, and I'm going to try and push this mid lane a little bit. And with Wraith King's Reincarnate, he can feel free to kind of run around at the front lines like this and not be too worried for himself.
Yeah, he has enough mana. Oh, they're going on Jordan.
Can they actually finish the kill off here? He is a Shadow Demon, doesn't have a whole lot of health. Gets the Soul Catcher on Come With Me, though. He's taking a ton of damage. A couple of Tidebringer shots. Nature's Prophet TPing in as well. Jotun won't go down. Arrow misses as well, so... Well, kind of tough to dive a Shadow Demon. I don't know. It's it's a bit of a risky proposition.
Well, did he just use his mana with the Wraithfire Blast, so he didn't have Reincarnation?
He
did
must
he
have. I don't know.
deliberately not want to put it on cooldown because there was no follow-up coming anyway?
Maybe. It is a tremendously long cooldown. Maybe he thought he was screwed anyway under tower. He potentially could have. Disruption onto Mirana. Trying to get the Disruption, the Soul Catcher off as well, and they will. Man, they're just diving for these kills. But Mirana does get the Shadow Demon with her last breath. The Starstorm will get it, and on the bottom lane, looks like Illidan was ganked by a couple of heroes, so he did go down as well. Centaur still a long way away from his Blink, which is a big fighting item for him. They're waiting for the Blinks on Centaur and Magnus, really, before TCN can really go all out in these fights, and... Well, so far, but they're still heading the kills, though, even without that, so looking pretty good so far.
This game, I mean, it's quite a while since I've actually seen that much action, and of course, Virtus.Pro really like their aggressive playstyle overall. It's just true to the nature of the Russian scene.
It really is. They're doing the CIS scene a lot of honor today by fighting like this. Sometimes Illidan, you'll see him. There was that period where he was playing Phantom Lancer all the time. It's like a bunch of late games. I'm like, come on, VP, this is boring. Let's see the real action we're looking for. And, well, they're bringing it this game, that's for sure. The Phantom Lancer era is long gone. But,
yeah, thank God for that.
Exactly, yeah, I know, I agree 100%. But, now things have... Okay, I keep saying this. I want to, like, look at last hits, look at item progressions, but...
top lane,
yeah, exactly. I can't look away for a second. Arceart's gonna eat a Starstorm to the face, and he's pretty dead. Moonlight Shadows. Pretty good when you have 2 stuns on 2 heroes like that. They're actually a really good roaming combo, and Necrolite gets another kill bottom. Reaper Scythe really, really good against Centaur Warrunner with all that health that he's got. It is a lot of damage that you can dish out.
Yeah, the percentage-based damage, well, more or less percentage-based, it's really good because you just need to bring him down to like half HP or so, and his ultimate will do the rest, at least once it gets leveled up to 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And Illidan looks like he is going for the mech at the moment. He's actually pretty damn close to it as well once he gets the tower. But oh, come with me, he's hanging at the sidelines.
They see him there, right? These trees are just all down. Hell no, they're just like hanging out. But Kunkka does kill Mirana to the top lane as well. Shadow Shaman will get the last hit. Hard to get a deny against Shadow Shaman wards. But come with me, just still hanging around a little bit. Has his ultimate up because he didn't use it before still. So if they want to fight, he certainly has that. But the kills even out a little bit. Illidan's pretty much... Actually, does he have his mech complete? He's getting really damn close if he's not there already. And this is... That'll be a go-time fight item for them. They really don't have to stop pushing once he has that mech up. Their fight is really, really... You can basically just keep going. Kunkka Boat's their biggest ultimate cooldown that's not like... I don't know, Wrath of Nature's not that best, not that good of a fighting item, but basically it's just wards and boat that they're waiting on, so... Not too many long cooldowns, no sort of like Naga Sleep, early level cooldowns or anything like that, or Black Hole. They can fight really, really often with this mechanism.
Yeah, and I really like those kinds of lineups that don't really rely on the big ultimates. I mean, sure, the Magnus wants to get Reverse Polarity, which has a 2-minute cooldown on the first level. But even without that, I mean, TCN can fight rather often since if Leon gets his Blink Dagger up on the Centaur. Just jump in, stun, double edge, that's all you need pretty much. But now the Blink Dagger is actually up on a rise on the Magnus. So that will definitely help. We might actually see the first Reverse Polarity soon enough.
Yeah.
But what...
Sorry, go ahead.
What do you actually think of Kunkka not going for any points in X marks the spot?
I mean, this is a fighting and pushing build. I guess with the Shadow Demon Iron, also Sprout and a couple other disables, you feel like you don't need to get the X to set up Torrent. That we have a Stampede in. Illidan can get caught out. This is the problem with Necrolite. He's not a very mobile hero. He can get pretty tanky later on, but oh my god, is he still alive? Are you kidding me? The boat gonna come in and hit on 2 heroes. Illidan is still alive. He got defensively disrupted in the middle of that. Nice play by Jotum, and now Come With Me might die a second time here as well. Not a whole lot to stop it. Oh
that execution coming out from Virtus.Pro, it really looked like TCN. They're just gonna kill off the Necrophos and maybe go for more. Oh, Freezer.
I think he gets out here. Oh, the Torrent nicely hit, barely clips him, and Shadow Shaman with the Ether Shock to finish. And sometimes you forget how much Ether Shock does damage on a only... How long is the cooldown? Only 8 seconds. That's a ton of nuke damage. And, well, they have Necrolite. They can just kind of keep going. And wards as well, so tier 2 probably going to go the way of the VP here unless something dramatic happens. There's no glyph.
VP, they're just holding on to all the momentum in this game. It was so much back and forth, but suddenly this one fight transitions into 2 towers, 2 kills, or 3 kills even, I think it was. I mean, the Reverse Polarity up by the Torrent Ghost Ship. Oh, they're going for more.
Why would they stop? Illidan still reaching a lot of health, gets defensively disrupted as well, just after popping the mech. X marks the spot, finally leveled up onto Centaur, but can't get the Torrent because of how low the level is, but a Purge up as well, and they're going to chase this down. RP on the 4 heroes! Can he secure them into the tower? He can find it! Oh my god, what a play from Arise, but the boat comes in as well. It will miss for the most part, but Illidan is still alive here. He does not give a shit on this Necrolite, holy crap. And, well, they're going to finish it off, and after that RP, I thought it was over for VP, but oh my goodness, Necrolite does a lot of heal.
I just cannot believe TCN lost that fight.
Oh
I mean, it looked so good, killing off 2 straight away, then securing the others under the tier 3 towers. But Illidan, he had 45 HPS if he had the hero kill bonus on him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Illidan, he's been just juggling death for the last 2 minutes or so. He owes death so much. I mean, if he goes down now, I think it's a pretty nice bounty on his head now at least, and they didn't get the racks, but still 60 minutes in, getting the tier 3 tower already. That's pretty damn scary if I was TCN.
Say what you will about Necrolite, he's not picked very often, but I don't know any other hero that could turn around that fight like he did under that tower. I don't think any other hero brings just that massive heal to all the heroes around you and damage simultaneously that Necrolite does. That was an amazing show of what he's actually capable of in this game. You have to, once again, you have to kind of keep pushing. Like, they can't stop. They're going to have to go top. They're going to keep pushing towers, and I think they're fine with that. Wards are back off cooldown. Almost level 11 on Shadow Shaman as well. The push does not stop here.
It sure looks like it doesn't. And actually, NS, he's picked up a Sange, so is it going to be a Heaven's Halberd? And even whatever item it may transition into, you don't ever see a Shadow Demon going for one, or Shadow Shaman rather.
I don't know. Okay, we see a Stampede, and they're going to go on bottom lane. Arsar trying to dodge around, juking through the trees. You do have a glimpse and a kinetic field still, so yeah, he should be able to go out there. Of course, to burn the ultimate though, so Arsar does go down, but draws a Disruptor ultimate. Arrow actually hits on NS, but Illidan can just heal up with a couple of death pulls if he wants, but Arsar's bought back. He's come to the fight at the top lane. Moonlight Shadow use RP on the 3 heroes again, but can they finish him off this time? There's the Skewer. Misses out on NS, but brings Illidan back. There's Reaper's Scythe, so he's gonna get a lot of mana really quickly, and health as well. Tower's still getting shot down by the wards, and VP, you just cannot fight this team right now, no matter what you do.
I mean, it's really nice to... Oh, Leon actually managed to pick off Arsart in the background at least, so a dieback of sorts from the Nature's Prophet, but he did create his 3Ns from before already. So the push is still going with 2 heroes alive from TCN. I actually think this tier 3 is gonna go down. They might not have enough time to go for the Rex. Other than that though, I mean, they have so much mana to work around with. They have Arcane Boots on NS, as well as on Jotun, of course, the mech on Illidan, with the Death Pulse. They just have so much sustain in those fights, as well as just in the push. The TCN, they're really hard fought to actually try to do anything, and especially now that the reverse polarity is on cooldown.
And Disruptor ult's also down for another 15 seconds, so no easy team fight ability there. Gonna try and skewer back G, and he's actually a squishier hero here somehow, but both buff flies through, gets defensively disrupted again. Jotun on his game so far. Come with me, taking a lot of shots. Pops his blade mail though, G. Might go down, actually gets squeezed back into the fight. Will go down to earn damage and Murana. Echo picks up the kill on Disruptor, but Shadow Shaman will go down. It looks like they may have stuck around a little bit too long here, but Illidan gets another kill with the Death Pulse, but I don't think the regen might be enough to get him through this one. Does kill off? Oh my god, are you kidding me, Illidan? Just, oh my god, die. Okay, finally. Finally, Illidan goes down, giving up 1,000 gold to the Wraith King, but well, they defend Rax without the RP, and I don't know, like you were saying, I didn't think they were going to manage that defense either, to be perfectly honest, but TCN, they hold out.
I think Virtus.Pro should have just maybe focused on the Rax a little bit more. They did get ranged Rax down to 24 HP, and it doesn't reach enough either, but oh, they're going on Arsart.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Shadow Blade or anything, he's looking pretty dead. Urn and Thunderstrike will probably take him down here. And yeah, he will go down. Let's guess comes back for the heck of it as well. But well,
I mean, Arsart, he's died actually quite a lot of times. 7 deaths, 90 minutes in. But then again, I mean, he's still split pushing, just creating space for the others to farm up, if not anything else. And even with all the deaths, has the Necro level 2. But OG going on Zizo.
Yep, and well, there's a stomp and Disruptor ulti to follow. Torrent does fly through though. Can G get the kill? He does get a kill, but he will go down for it. And I don't know if that's particularly worth it, killing off the Disruptor. He did force the ultimate out, I guess, as well, but I'm sure TCN's fine with that. That delays the pushing that VP can do for just a little bit while Kunkka's down, so I think they're alright with that. Freezer gonna get pushed back a little bit by Illidan, but Illidan has no way to really catch up. He has gone for the Treads build as opposed to Phase Boots, so he's not particularly fast until he gets those boots of travel, but he does have that Aghanims up now as well, so I'm looking forward to see what Illidan goes for next, whether it be a Bloodstone, it could be something like that, or a Scythe of Eyes would probably be pretty good as well. Oh,
and they're going on Freezer, oh god.
Reaper Scythe to disable, and sometimes you just gotta do that RP. Oh, okay, he canceled it, thank god for that, but he'll back off. Oh, there's DC.
He's gonna die for it.
Oh. Probably see a pause here in a second. I guess Mirana's dead, so they don't really need to bother. RP's gonna go off, but he'll go down for his troubles, and oh, it should be a tier 2 tower. Actually, they're just gonna call it GG. Alright, well, I guess Mirana DC, they aren't gonna bother coming back. They weren't like they hadn't lost the game yet for that. Well, I guess they win. Alright.
That was really like anticlimactic.
Considering how much fighting there was that entire game, that's how the game ends. I'm like, oh, come on, really? But anyway, really fun game though to watch there.
Yeah,
spectators definitely got their money's worth for that 20 minutes game. Almost 50 kills.
Wow, that's absolutely sick. It's more than 2 kills per minute. That's definitely CIS Dota for you. And to be honest, I really like to see teams experimenting with some different picks and Necrophos. I was kind of skeptical about it, but they turned me into a believer now.
Yeah, you just have to get a really good start in the hero, and once you do, it actually can bring a lot to the table, and Illidan certainly played his ass off this game. 12-4-7 on the Necrophos, so well, we'll see. Gotta practice those strats for the TI qualifiers, so let's see we'll have to see what VP can bring to the table. If it's something this fun, I'll definitely be tuning into all their games during the qualies, but we're gonna go offline here. Sorry, not offline. We're gonna go find the lobby for the next game, and we will be right back after that, so stay tuned.